class is over, you're going to get the recorded versions. Generally at the by the end of that night or the next day morning, you're going to get the recorded versions. So if you miss anything, you're going to get it, and in the recorded version you can replay it as many times, and that recording is going to stay with you for 2 years, and you have all these things. So if you miss something or you started a class from the middle, so just wait until the current topic is being explained. After that you can start with the new topic. One more thing that I strictly follow is that in all the explanations I'll use English only, no English Hindi mix, only English explanation. English is the medium that we'll be using. But beyond that, if you have any query in Hindi, you can ask those queries in Hindi in the chat portal, that not in the Hindi words, but like writing in the Greek, like in English word, you can ask that. I can reply that in Hindi. You can ask me that, sir, explain this in Hindi. In that case, I can explain your question in Hindi. Okay, that is one thing if you require that explanation for that. But the part of the explanation that we do here will be in English. One more thing is that I am sitting here, but this is not the way the class is going to be conducted. The class is going to be conducted in my smart board. I'll share the screen with you. The lecture is going to be shared with you. So that is a separate approach. And we share this particular kind of video. In that case, you will see a drop in the frame rate. The way you are seeing the video right now will be the glitch free mode. It will be the best possible visualization. But the moment we share the screen, due to internet issues and the delay in the packaging, there is a little bit of rate loss, and as a result the video will play, audio video sync will be there, everything will be there, but little bit of frame rate drop will be visible. You'll get accustomed to it. It will not make any difference in terms of understanding. In fact, it will make it even easier, because it will continue the class to be a little more slower than the way that I speak generally, which is fast. So I have a lot of questions now. I believe most of you joined by this time. If you fail to join by any means and you're watching the recorded version of this, then please contact us next day regarding the process of joining. Will obviously help you to understand the problem, and you need to fix the problem. Once the problem is fixed, you can always understand and join, because it's very easy. You need to have a stable internet connection. That's it. Okay, and if there is any issue from my end regarding, let's say there is no audio, and all of you are reporting that there is no audio, it might happen due to any disconnection or anything. In that case, because we are logged in from two separate devices at the same time to check and monitor how the class is going on. If any kind of issues like that happen, we rectify that from our end. Okay, so that is the idea that we generally go for. So no, internet is there in my end. So just let me know whether you can hear my voice and video everything in a proper way or not. Just let me know so that you can start answering your questions. Okay. So am I audible at this moment? You can hear me and you can see the videos. Okay. All right. Fine. Okay, good enough. Good. Thank you very much. So let's start discussing. First of all, I'll take the queries. Then I'll go to discuss about the plans that we have. Then we'll again come back to the queries at the end. So starting with the queries I'm getting. And now remember, regarding the queries as well, because the classes are going to be big. You can see that in the subjective classes are going to be somewhat 2 hours, like 2.5 hours long, sometimes 3 hours long even. 2 hours 45 minutes, 3 hours long. In those classes, sometimes I can only attend the relevant questions. The questions beyond the relevance won't be, like, I won't be able to answer because of the time constraint. Obviously, if you have any query related to a topic which is already discussed, you can ask that later at some point of time, or you can directly be in contact with me in WhatsApp. Okay, and you can ask your query, and in many cases I attach audio clips in order to explain things over there. So I am just a WhatsApp away. Okay, so what do we have as a question? What if we don't? What if we didn't start our preparation yet, but starting from today? Okay, Anuradha asked this question, and the answer to that is why didn't you started any of your preparation? Because remember, I don't know when you took admission, but actually I mentioned it couple of times that please at least read the basics of unit 1, 2 and 3. Like we have repeatedly told you that. The reason behind it is that whenever we start the unit 2 lecture from the next week, you are going to see like it will be advanced, to be honest, like because what we are preparing here is for CSIR NET, and CSIR NET is an exam, the depth of knowledge required to answer the question will go till that depth of knowledge. So it's not possible for us to start with like what is a nucleotide and how exactly the A pairs with T, G pairs with C regarding the DNA. We are not going to talk about those, right? We are not going to talk about the basic function of individual organelle. No, we are not going to do that. We are going to talk about the trafficking. We are going to talk about how exactly protein is delivered inside mitochondria. So that is why I told you to just see the basics. Whatever subject you belong to, start with unit 1, 2 and 3. That will do. But if you haven't, as you mentioned, then at this moment you get 1 week before the next lecture. By that time, start with unit 2. Okay, you have the marathon lectures. Just go through the marathon lectures before the unit 2 class and you'll be fine. Please guide how to study, how to start, where to start, what to focus more. Actually, how to start, where to start, that is already shared inside the application. We have a study guide PDF uploaded there. I don't know whether you have seen it or not, but the most important thing that all of you need to do, just it's a request to all of you, please listen to whatever I'm saying. Like if you are paying an amount to get a coaching from me, then at least hear what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not like shooting anyone here in this case. Just I'm requesting all of you for this 6-month period of time, which is not even 6 months, 5 months or something. For this period of time, please follow me religiously. If you trust me and that's why you joined, then please follow whatever I'm saying. It is very easy to be lost these days because of so much noise around you. It's very important to be focused. So just forget about everything. Just follow whatever I'm saying to you. Like the study guide that we have provided, at least read. Like opening the study guide is 3 pages PDF and you're saying I'm not going to read 3 pages. Now, honestly answer me a question. If you are not willing to read a 3-page PDF regarding an exam which you aspire to qualify, and someone who is reading not only 3 pages, they are reading 300 pages, who will qualify? What is the better chance of qualifying? Obviously the second person, right? You need to devote your time. There is no magic formula. We are not here with some magic formula that will make you crack CSIR NET exam. Or we are not going to give you like a direct wildcard entry to a CSIR NET JRF degree, right? Here you need to work. But obviously I'm going to tell you what to do, what not to do, what is important to do, how to do it. But you are the person who need to do it. I'm repeating myself again, the same thought that I already shared a video regarding this earlier. So please listen to what I'm saying. It's not like, okay, I understand. No, just not like nodding that, yeah, I got your point. No, but at least listen to me and follow what I'm saying. Okay. So to start, always start with the basics of unit 1, 2 and 3. And you can read the basics from 2 places. One is from the marathon lectures, which will save most of your time. Another one is from the the master ebook. Like reading ebook will take more time, will consume more time. Reading the marathon lectures will consume less time. But I believe it's a better idea that like whatever, like as you are starting now, you have 1 week, then focus on focus on the marathon lectures. Okay. How to crack JRE category, what to focus. We are going to talk about that separately in a moment. But I'm going to answer if any question related to that. Studying any 6 units thoroughly, can a student clear CSIR NET LS? The answer is no. I would suggest you to study at least 8 units. For even LS, study 8 units. Okay. And what are those units? I think many of you are asking the same question repeatedly. I'm telling you the unit name. I'll be telling you that unit name in a moment. How to set the routine means which kind of routine it requires. Please go through the study guide that I already shared in the study material section under the batch, where you'll find how to build the routine for you. Depending upon your present situation, you can build the routine, because the routine is going to be different for a MSc running candidate, for a candidate with working personnel, for a candidate who is a mother, right? For other persons, the routine might change. So you need to formulate your own routine depending upon your requirement, and I stated how to do that. Okay, based on exact formula in that PDF. It is uploaded inside the study material section in your batch. Okay, so after the class, please watch this. Everything like this, these are uploaded since I don't know whether you haven't, why you haven't seen this, but it's already been there for a long time. Okay, with attending online class, revisiting it, yeah, you can do that. That's what we are going to do. The online class is going to provide you two benefits. One is that the regularity of study, that's what you are going to get, and also you are going to get a sense that all of us are preparing together. You're not alone. There are other friends who are preparing for the same exam. So that is a cumulative approach that we are going to take from an online coaching. And also you have, after first month, we have the mock test series as well, so you're going to get the benefits as well. For marathon lecture, I have to log in from mobile or live class. I'll be using laptop, so every day. For marathon lectures, you need to go through your mobile devices, because the thing is, we can't provide everything in your laptop. Like actually, it's an app-based course, and as an app-based course, is supposed to be working from an application. All the features of the course is going to apply from the application, but many of you are like as our students earlier, they asked for a bigger screen view, so we provided you an option to view it in your laptop desktop, and also to view the recordings in laptop desktop. Okay, that is the thing. But for the marathon, we cannot do that because it's a huge lengthy lectures, and separately we cannot provide. Actually, it's my YouTube lectures, but they are punched in a way to create individual big lectures for individual units. Previous year's question will be solved in the class. Yes, PYQs will be solved in the class, but not exactly from the beginning, but after a certain time, when we prepared enough topics, we'll start discussing about the PYQs, and particularly how you need to think in order to answer the PYQs. That's what we're going to discuss in the class. Can the whole syllabus be completed before the date of the exam? Pattern of the coaching is till the end of the June. Yes, it will be completed. There was never a situation where Shomus Biology failed to finish a syllabus. Even when the exam was, early, at the last merged exam, that was early. Never ever you won't find a single person in your life, if you ask anyone, your seniors or anybody who took coaching from us, we always finish in time, because we are experienced in that. We are experienced in online coaching when nobody even started, right? We know what to provide, what not to provide, how to operate online coaching. Otherwise, it will be a haphazard deal for an online coaching. Okay. Can you suggest how can I take notes for CSIR NET preparation? Taking note means it should be in your habit. Taking note should not come at your MSc level standard. Like you started from your school days. The way you took note, the same way you're going to take the notes. But I'll prefer to tell you that you should take the notes while you're rewatching the recorded version, not in the live lectures, because in the live lectures, while taking the note, you might miss something. So in the live lecture, utilize it to ask questions, and if you have any doubt regarding a point, utilize for that. But in the recorded version, you're going to get everything. And in the recording, you are going to play me multiple times. You're going to pause. You are going to make me slow or fast. It's your choice. But in the live recorded lectures, what you need to do is basically you can resolve your doubts. That is more important. Which unit should I prepare first? I already mentioned unit 1, 2 and 3, basics of that. But if you haven't started any of that, then start with unit 2, because we have class in unit 2 in the next week. Yes, how to manage preparation on daily basis, the time period, we will discuss that in a moment. So don't worry about that. I'll be discussing about that in a moment. Currently in MSc second sem in biochemistry department, having 5 days class from morning to evening, how to manage both college and coaching. Okay. For the MSc running candidates, what I believe is that you can devote at least, let's say 2 hours a day. That is something that we all expect from you. 2 hours a day. And if you pair with the 2 hours a day, then I think it will be the best option for all. Without the 2 hours a day, you cannot prepare. Like even with the 2 hours a day, you cannot complete it within 6 months. You need to devote yourself for a year in that case. Okay. And for MSc running candidates, see your MSc syllabus and the CSIR NET syllabus. Compare, and whatever topics are common, first prepare those. In that way, you are going to be ready for your MSc as well as CSIR NET. Okay. Completed BSc Medical Biochemistry. I found in official site the BS graduates are eligible attending CSIR NET. I'm asking BS, MS, BS and BSc with 4 years or same. No, BSc is a 3 years degree. Years BS, MS is allowed. BS, any degree which is a 4-year degree which is equivalent to MSc. Any 4-year graduation degree is generally considered as equivalent to MSc. That's why both are eligible for NET. Check the audio in Lotka Volterra model in YouTube. That's another irrelevant question. Like, what is the issue? You can later tell me. Yeah, if you joined recently, if anyone who joined recently, then please start with Unit 2, marathon lectures of Unit 2 before the next week's Unit 2 class. Which unit we are going to start? Please go through the routine. I believe you all got the routine. Everything is written in the routine. Which units we are going to follow in which dates, everything is written. Please follow the routine. We follow a strict discipline. And in that discipline, we want our student to follow that discipline too. Right? The discipline is that we provided you the routine, which date, which units. Now, there might be some changes in the routine in the future, maybe for some other reasons. I generally will tell you one day prior, might take the class earlier. Okay, so that rescheduling may be a possibility, but mostly we'll follow that routine that we already shared. Marathon lectures and interactive lecture will be enough. Yes, it will be enough. Even nothing, you can't watch anything, but still you can qualify. So regarding sufficiency, there is no simple answer. Everything, let's say only a marathon lecture can be enough for someone to qualify CSIR NET. There are plenty of people who qualified CSIR NET only from my YouTube videos. It depends on how you are utilizing it, right? But obviously you're increasing the chance the moment you're joining a coaching, you're getting a direct help, right? So you're increasing your chance of qualifying the exam. Okay, I am doing job. I have hardly 3 hours a day studying. Our syllabus is possible to craft 6 months. So another thing, be realistic and also always think scientifically. If you are devoting 3 hours a day max to max, which you won't be most of the time, because in the weekends you won't be. So in that case, within 6 months it will be a tight call. You cannot cover with even 6 units. In that case, I'd always recommend you to go with a year. Like, it's not likely that you need to qualify it within a 6 month. You are taking a coaching for June 2024. We are going to cover the syllabus by that time. But you don't need to run with me in the same phase, right? Because I am explaining things and you need to read, recall, answer, you need to do all the things. So you will take more time, right? So if you require more time, generally 5 to 6 hours a day is sufficient to clear in 6 months. But if you give 2 to 3 hours a day, then 1 year is a better time frame. Do you have to follow standard books along with the textbook provided from you? No, standard book no. I already provided you with the mastery book. That is a version created from all the different standard books. The best portions from all the standard books are joined together to build it. And regarding notes, I already mentioned it's better that you prepare the notes during the re-recorded, like when you see the recorded versions again and again, then make the notes. PowerPoint lectures, actually see, the PowerPoint lectures are not going to be the same because every single session I change my PowerPoints. So the PowerPoints that are already uploaded was PowerPoint for earlier session. It will be modified. The modified because I change the PowerPoint from time to time. So if the change that I'll do, I'm going to re-upload those PowerPoints and replace them with the old one, with the new one. The old one will be replaced. PowerPoints are not going to be helpful for you. PowerPoints are just there. In case you miss the slide, you have the slide in front of you. That's it. My PowerPoints are not filled with information. I will share the information. PowerPoints are just images and tables and drawings. That's all I have in my PowerPoints. I never believe in explaining everything in the PowerPoint. Then what is the job of a teacher? Teacher should my audience should focus on me, the presenter, not the PowerPoint. That is my always motto, and that is how I present every time. Okay, so that's why PowerPoint is something which is just for the reference of what we are discussing in the class. But for the preparation of the basics, marathon or the mastery book. Career opportunities after NET we'll discuss in a moment. So another, yeah, I have completed unit 2 and understood it well. Unit 1 seeming complex. See, for every single individual, one or two units or few units might be little complicated. It seemed more complicated than the others. That's quite logical. So those who are coming from zoology background, they will find unit 10, unit 8, unit 5 easier. Those who are coming from microbiology, biotechnology background will find unit 1, 2, 3 more easier than unit 10, 11 and 5. So that is fine. You don't need to be champion in all the 13 units. Still you can qualify even if not being a champion in all the 13 units. So that is why the syllabus is huge, because the life science is huge. It's an interdisciplinary subject where all the individuals coming from all the disciplines of biology are attending the same exam. Due to classes assignments, you cannot follow the 3 hours per day. In that case, again, 2 to 3 hours. If you are following only 2 to 3 hours a day, in that case you need to devote 1 year, and even if more than that time, then devote 1.5 year. See, nobody is going to ask you that how many attempts you took to qualify net. All they wanted to know is that you qualified or don't qualify. That's it. Okay. Like whether you apply for JRF or LS, again another question which I'll explain. 2 hours lecture take more 4 hours. Yes, of course, because when you are trying to understand something, the lecture is going on, you need to take notes, you need to think, rethink about the mental visualization of the process. Obviously a 2 hour lecture is going to take 4 hours, even more than that. That is how to study. I don't understand a question why all of you want to clear everything very fast. That is the biggest problem. You are talking about something like you are not willing to give the time but want the result. This is not possible. The only way you get a better result if you devote your time. So don't try to think the shortcut way to qualify. Please devote your time. If somebody is devoting 1 hour a day and somebody is devoting 10 hours a day, obviously the person devoting 10 hours a day is going to get more advantage. And that's simple mathematics. There is no big deal in it. Everybody's brain is good these days. Everybody is sharp. Nobody is dumb. So everyone knows what to do. Right? And so again, depends on the time. The more time you devote, the better result you will get. 6 month, 12 month, regarding that we are discussing in a moment. Again, I'll be sharing everything related to that. After clearing exam, if we are in a situation to start our PhD after a year, do we need to clear the exam again? No. The GRF validates for GRF is validated for 2 years. So by the 2 years you can apply. How many hours a day you have to study? Again, I'll explain that. Most common questions, I already built a PowerPoint for that. I'll explain that in a moment. Is the course same for DBT and ICR? For ICR DBT, yes, it will be helpful because the syllabus is mostly similar, more than 95% similar. But the only difference is the pattern of the questions. But again, if somebody qualifies CSIR NET, they will find DBT as well as ICR easier. Even ICMR more easier. Get Life Science more easier. How many questions to attend? All the queries will be answered in a moment. Okay. Introduction class is all about our goal. It's all about our target. And this is going to be very important. Because if you don't know what the exam is, you don't know the bits and pieces of the exam, starting with the subject will not help you. Eventually, 50-50 responsibility is there. One is knowing the subject, that is 50%. Motivation is 50%. And this lecture is going to motivate you, is going to provide you all the information that you need any point of time in your preparation. So whenever you feel low, you get back to this lecture and watch this. The classes will be continuous. I'm sorry for that, but the classes will be continuous, no breaks. 2.5 hours, 3 hours, there's no break. Break means there will be break in the middle for Q&A. One break in the middle. That is for the question and answer basically. Now that's how it's going to be. MSc first and MSc second semester candidates are eligible. Any other book? No. Either if, like for the part B, we have the blueprint book. Follow that for the revision part later on at the end of your preparation. And for basics, the mastery book would be enough. Regarding the test, if you miss that, actually the test dates will be 2 dates. For the 2 dates, you can attend any time in the 48 hours. So I believe 48 hours is very sufficient time for anybody to attend a test. And if you fail to do that, there is no way to redo it. You can only see the question paper and answer explanation later on. That's it. Because if you cannot attend a test for even 48 hours, you have the routine, you know which date tests are, then you're not serious about the exam. And those who are not serious about the exam, we are not serious about them. That's very simple, very straightforward. Regarding the test, how to do it and everything will be guided later when the test will begin. Right now, we're not focused on that. When it will start, we'll guide you everything. Focus on whatever we are discussing. Please don't get defocused. Focus on whatever I'm telling you to do at this moment. In marathon, it might have any repetition because it's like a bulk video that we are added together. If it is repeated, you can skip just that part and rewatch from the next part. I'm preparing for Maharashtra exam on 17th April. 17th April is a long, it's a long time here. Like, so I have 3 months, approximately 2.5, 3 months. By this time frame, you can, like, we are covering 4-5 units. So those units will be done. So prepare those units till the depth of knowledge that we're discussing, which will help you in that exam, obviously. How much time to give for group A? Not much. Actually, we have group A classes separated. We'll discuss about what to read, what not to read for group A. But what you need to do is at the beginning, focus on the theory, your subject. Group A is only 30 marks. Remember, rest is 170 marks. So that's why group A is equivalent to only 1 unit or more than 1 unit of the CSIR NET exam. That's it. Okay. So even like weekly 1 hour would be sufficient. Even less than that, 30 minutes. Sometimes, I generally tell my students to prepare group A at the end. Like last 2 months, prepare it 2 hours a week, and that way group A is done. Regarding the cutoff, I'll clear your doubt. Test is conducted as per the routine. It's already shared. Please look at the routine. Why the CSIR NET exam toughest in life science but at the same time easiest? No, it's not easiest. It's the toughest. It's not toughest. Actually, if you see, it's the qualification rate is only 1%. 1% qualification rate. The reason behind it is that most of the students are not serious. In fact, currently 172 people are joined in here. Among them, I can hardly say it's like 50-40 people are serious about their career, serious about the exam. Most of you are like they are attending the exam just because they don't have anything else to do. They don't have anything else to do. They don't know what to do in their career. So that's the NET exam. Let's attend the exam. My friends are attending the exam, so let me attend the exam. That is the idea. And because the reason behind is that the statistic is telling us that 80,000 people fill the form, and the form fill-up is not free, right? 80,000 people fills the form, and for the exam date, only 46,000 to 50,000 appear in the exam. So just imagine. Just imagine. So a huge chunk, they don't even visit the exam center on the day of exam, even after paying fees for the exam. Less seriousness. There is no other reason behind it. Those who are really serious, there is a serious competition, and the competition you can win by that. So don't think like it's a qualification rate of 1 in 200. Basically, among those 200, only 20 people are very serious. So the competition in reality is 1 in 20. I studied MSc Marine Science and my graduation in Fisheries. So you will get a little difficulty in understanding many topics here. But some topics might be clear, like Unit 10, Unit 8, Unit 11, 10. those will be very clear. Unit 5, some portions are clear. So from any discipline of life sciences, most of the units, like all of you will get some part of the units common. So you need to prepare the units that you are major in. Okay, based on that you can prepare very well. Yes, this class is about the introduction. Is Pathfinder book for the preparation? I'm not going to comment on that because Pathfinder Academy is a separate academy. They are providing their own coaching. I'll not provide it any information regarding it. I've already provided you the mastery book for the detailed knowledge. I've already provided you blueprint books delivered for the revision. And you have my marathon lectures for basics. So everything that you need to gear up to clear the basics are in your hands right now. The answers regarding the test won't be discussed. The answer explanations will be provided in a PDF. So should we go each topics, focus on frequently asked topics? No, actually the topics that we are discussing in the class are the topics that you need to focus. That's it. You don't need to focus any other topic. The topics that we are discussing in the class are the most important topics based on the previous 10 years papers, and that's what you need to figure out. Part A is not mathematics. Don't worry about part A from now. It's not mathematics. It's more about your IQ. It's more about your reasoning and aptitude rather than direct mathematics. Regarding numerical problems, we have separate classes. If you have checked the routine, we have biomath classes where we separately discuss about the mathematical questions. And also in unit 1, we talk about the mathematical problems from unit 1, that is from biochemistry. Maximum numerical questions are asked from biochemistry, genetics, and population genetics. These are the 3 sections. And some from unit 13, that is like biological techniques. National education policy has not changed anything yet. So nothing yet, nothing as of yet. If anything has changed, then obviously we will notify you. So the PDFs regarding, I don't know which PDF you got, but we have a PDF regarding the important topics. That's what we are going to discuss in the live class basically. Discuss those points, because if you check the last 10 years question paper, you are going to find out that reading a same topic again and again will not help until or unless you know which topic is very important, because there are fixed people who are making the question and they are from their respective subjects. They ask repeated question from those topics. I'm not telling the same question will be repeated, but the topic is always repeated, and we fine tune that topic list for you. We have done the hard work of studying all the 10 years question paper and check the question for you, check the topic list for you, prepare those topics, and you'll be ready to go. Because remember one thing, immunology is a huge subject. Those from microbiology background or biotechnology can tell you. The immunology is a huge subject, and immunology is nothing but just a simple part of unit 4. Not even a complete unit 4, it's a part of unit 4. So just think, it's part of unit 4. So for that, if you need to read the whole Kubi book, it's not worth it. You will get 2 questions in part C. So is it worth? It will take 2 months. And you'll get only 2 questions. Can you guarantee even reading the whole immunology for 2 months, you'll be able to answer any question from immunology? No. That is why it's less economic to us. We prepare based on higher effectivity of answering the questions in CSIR NET exam. Previous year's questions we generally discuss with individual classes at the end. Few questions from the topics that we discuss in that particular lecture. We generally discuss like that. But again, I recommend you to go with the PYQ. Solution of PYQ is important at the end of your preparation. So last 2 months. कितने marks चाहिए होगा to crack CSIR NET? We'll discuss about that in a moment. Heat map analysis already is done. It's already clearly stated. Heat map means the most important topics for an exam for that unit, right? And basically follow the PDF list that we provided, the most important topic list from individual unit. That is something that you need to follow. See, I'm like tired right now answering the question whether it's enough or enough, whether reading book is enough, whether reading marathon is enough. The answer, the reason you are asking this question is that you want to listen to something like this part is enough. If I tell you just drink a glass of water, you'll clear net. That'll be even better for you then. I'm telling it repeatedly. If you don't devote your time, you cannot qualify an exam where one people qualifies out of 200. There is a cutthroat competition because every single year huge number of candidates are passing out different streams of life sciences. All are appearing in CSIR NET exam. Because if you want to do anything in India, you need to at least qualify this exam or the equivalent exams. So read it from any resource that you get. I already clearly stated, if you can read from the books, then the mastery book is the book to go. You don't need to go with any other things. But if you need to read from the basics for the video lectures, that is marathon. And the advanced will be these lectures and revision is blueprint. That's it. That is it. There is no other confusion. For basics, either mastery book or marathon. For advanced, these lectures, and for the revision, blueprint book. That's it. Okay. I am from botany background. It is part A is too difficult. Don't need to bother part A. To be honest with you, I can tell you one thing. There are many students of mine who have even qualified CSIR NET without even touching part A. But you need to be very good at your subject. If that is the case, you said I am from botany. I know botany, but I don't know part A. Okay, fine. Don't need to touch part A. Even with the subjective knowledge, if you are good enough in subject, you can even qualify with knowing part B and part C. That's it. You need to be that good. When I say good at something, means how much? What is your standard of good? How much out of 100? Some say 70 out of 100, they say, okay, I'm good. Some say 80 out of I'm good. 90 out of I'm good. To me, 100 out of 100 is a good. 99.99 is not a good. 100 out of 100 is a good. Okay? That should be your mindset. That is the winning mindset. Remember, the mindset is very, very important. Okay, what else? Will notify CSR exams application opens? Yes, obviously. You'll get notified all the time. Everything you'll be notified with. CSIR NET preparation won't help for GATE biotechnology totally, because GATE biotechnology syllabus has some extra components to it. For example, biotechnology topics like bioprocessing and engineering, those portions are there, which is unique. But in CSIR NET, exam will help, this preparation will help you for GATE life sciences. Not GATE biotechnology, but GATE life sciences. It will help to prepare GATE biotechnology, like 70% of the syllabus is similar between GATE biotechnology and CSIR NET. But between GATE life science and CSIR NET, it's more than 90% similar. BSc in zoology, doing MSc in microbiology, tough for me. Which unit's tough for me? You need to decide it yourself. How can I tell you whether unit will be tough or easy for you or not? You have done your zoology BSc, you are doing your MSc in microbiology, so you have plenty of units covered. That is unit 1, 2, 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 8, unit 10, 9, 11, 12, 13. Almost all the units covered as per your background. Now check the questions and try to see where exactly you are standing. I have noticed that 11, 12 NCERT chemistry biology, for what reason? NCERT 11, 12 biology book will not give you any benefit. Nothing. It will not help you in any sense. Just throw them out in the garbage. It's not going to be helpful for CSIR NET. You are in a huge mistake. You are in a huge dilemma. CSIR NET is a much complicated, more depth of knowledge exam compared to NCERT or plus 2. There is nothing similar in between 11 and 12 and what is there in the CSIR net. So don't get in a false assumption that reading from 11 and 12 NCERT is going to help you. No, not at all help you. Do you follow current affairs? No, you don't need to do that. Just read the basics, that will do. Prepare the basics, that will do. Yes, if you are weak in math, you can skip the aptitude part completely and still can qualify if you get the cutoff marks. The cutoff marks is cumulative. You don't need to qualify individually, right? You may not qualify in part A, but for the other two, if you qualify, that's it. That's how it's counted. Bioinformatics is not covered. Bioinformatics we don't discuss because it is not there. The syllabus is sometimes included, sometimes out, like it's not as a part of it. And just last exam there was a question regarding it, and it is not at all again economic to go through bioinformatics for that simple reason. For the last 10 years question paper, if you see, you are not going to find bioinformatics questions. There are questions from biostatistics, some like the chi-square test, math problems. But apart from that, bioinformatics we don't study. It's not required. The syllabus is included at the end as a bioinformatics. It will be a huge time consumption, and again, even after you consume the time and read and prepare is not required whether you're going to answer it or not. If you are from bioinformatics background, then you get an extra edge over it. But again, like see the question yourself for the last 10 question papers, you're going to see what I'm saying. Like I've studied molecular biology for Benjamin and Pierce books. Shall I go through the gene book again? No, it's your choice basically. See, the peer-reviewed books are all good. So I myself prefer some books. So I provided you the list for the books that I myself preferred. You can prepare from any other book that you prefer, you like to read. Maybe the language seem easier to you from other books. You can do that. It's your choice. It's not a problem. Yes, you can crack without attending part A. Yes, it is a possibility. But if you practice even a little bit, you can attain 8 to 10 questions in part A without any mistake. And we are going to provide you how to do that. Okay? So don't bother about it. Don't worry about it. For BARC it will be helpful, but the questions will be different. Rest, the topic, the depth of knowledge, all will be same. Because the CSIR NET question paper is kind of a standard, is a golden standard for all the related exams out there. Mathematical based question will come as exam compared to theory based question. No, not like that. Both kind of questions will be there. Theory based questions are maximum than mathematical questions. Mathematical questions are only from biochemistry, genetics, and the population genetics, that is Hardy-Weinberg. Will we get guidance after qualifying NET? Of course, of course. The relationship will not end even after the coaching ends. We are still in touch with our students 5-6 years back. It's always there. It depends on the relationship. There is only one NET exam, that is NET Life Sciences. There is nothing called NET Biotechnology. You are from zoology, botany, biotechnology, biochemistry, microbiology, any subject you are from, you need to attend only one exam, that is exam for CSIR NET Life Sciences. I have qualified GATE Life Sciences. Congratulations. The scope, not much. If you have contacts in a lab and places where sometimes with GATE Life Sciences, they can call for interview. You can go for the interview, and in the interview, there is a written interview and there is a panel interview. If you qualify, then they might give you a position of PhD. That's a possibility in some cases, in some occasions. IITs sometimes do that. So you can check IIT websites for the PhD applications. With GATE Life Sciences, you can apply. But you need to again appear in a written exam, then a panel exam, then you will be selected. If you miss the live class, it's not a problem. You can always go back to the recording, because in the recording is always there with you. And if the live class has any kind of issues with internet and everything, you are going to get it fixed in the recorded versions, because it's recorded from my end. So you're going to get everything proper, no issues at all. Animal physiology bit difficult. If I exclude it, yes, you can exclude animal physiology. In that case, prepare plant physiology. In fact, between plant physiology and human physiology, unit 6 and 7, unit 6 is more important. Every single session of CSIR NET exam, more questions are asked And uh, proper topic based questions are asked from unit 6 than unit 7. Unit 7 is ambiguous in nature. You can't predict unit 7, but you can predict unit 6. That's why I always tell unit 6 is better choice over unit 7. Exam only about strong basics. Exam is all about basics, mostly about basics. The modern study related to few things: RNA biology, CRISPR Cas9, only few things. Apart from that, mostly it is related to the basics. They explain between part B and C. I'll explain in a moment. Don't worry. Questions are given unit wise or questions okay, randomly. Questions are segregated randomly. The questions are never provided in the exam in unit wise manner. There will be shuffling of the questions. Okay. For Ramachandran plot, no, nothing like that. 1 hour for part 1 and 5 hours for subject is it work for study plan. I don't get your point. 1 hour for part 1 and 5 hours for subject. Okay, you are talking about weekly study for paper A, part A, and the rest of the subject. That is good. Or a daily, 1 and 5 years. Daily, you don't need to sit for part A. You just prepare subjects. Weekly, if you devote 2 hours for part A, that will be more than enough. Time for the classes will be 6:45 p.m. to 9:30, even sometimes 9:45, sometimes 10 p.m. also. So if you miss the class, you can rewatch the recorded version again and again. Get Life Sciences I already mentioned. There are not much benefits. So generally Get Life Sciences is easier and it gives you a sense of accomplishment that I cleared Get. But it is only beneficial if you have a contact in a lab who is willing to take you as a research scholar after qualifying GATE, or you need to appear in the IIT interviews for PhD candidate. Question papers will be different. No, question papers will be different for all the sets. The two separate shift are there in the CSIR NET exam. Shift 1, shift 2. The question papers are obviously different. From zoology background, didn't know nothing. Unit 6 started, prepare unit 6. Yeah, you can do that. As I told you, unit 6 is more economic than unit 7. JRF and LS both are same exam. I'm coming to the point in a moment. Scope after NET, come to the point. From where I can prepare part A, we'll be discussing that in the class. And also we have a soft copy uploaded in the application in the study material section, where you can see the previous year's question related to paper A, part A, and you can practice it from there. What is the scope after CSIR NET? There are two avenues. One is doing the PhD, okay, then postdoc, continue the research, or in the academia, that after PhD you join as an assistant professor. Other exam opportunity like related to the PhD level examination, that is CSIR NET or any other institutional PhD exams. ISIR conducts their own exam. Their TIF and NCBS exams. Those exams, all the exams are there's similar kind of guidelines, similar type of question levels. If you qualify them, then you can obviously become a researcher, and also you can be a lecturer in colleges and universities. For any stream you belong, you can appear in the exams like CSIR NET and institutional PhD exams, like as I mentioned, ISAs, TIF or NCBS exam, or any. There are many institutes, they conduct their own examinations to provide fellowship, institutional fellowship. For example, KIIT provides their own exam. So those other exams are there for different institutes. They follow the CSIR NET syllabus and similar kind of question pattern. So if you prepare for this exam, then you are prepared for all the exams. Regarding part A, we will discuss which topic you need to follow, because in part A there is no proper syllabus disclosed by CSIR NET. But based on the last 10 CSIR NET papers, we formulated a topic list, and that's what we are going to follow. BTech can directly appear in that CSIR NET and qualify. After qualifying, you can go for PhD, because BTech is equivalent to MSc. Is it mandatory to do PhD to be an assistant professor? Not anymore. So either LS only or PhD, either or. But obviously PhD with LS lectureship will be given more priority. After PhD, can we join pharmaceutical industries? Yes, you can join pharmaceutical industries as a quality control, quality analyst, or research and development or R&D sector, but you need experience. So as a fresher, your salary will be low, but with experience, the salary will be high. If you want to join a pharma industry, then it's better to gain an experience after, like beforehand. Okay. Can you qualify GRF, get fellowship, not do PhD? No. You can't do that because it is stipend, right? You'll be given the amount to continue your PhD, and forget about getting the salary in hand every month. Sometimes you'll get salary after 6 months. Okay, that is the reality. How important is Unit 13 from exam point of view, terms of Part B and C? Very important. Unit 13 is important one because it's a huge unit. Unit 4 and Unit 13 both are huge unit. Unit 13 consists of all the techniques that are available. So it's better that you start preparing for Unit 13 from individual units. For example, Unit 2, cell biology, there are cell biology techniques. Unit 3, molecular biology, there are molecular biology techniques. Unit 3, immunology, there are serological techniques. All of these are combined in Unit 13. So it's better that you start preparing all those topics separately from individual unit preparation. When you are preparing the individual units, continue the preparation so that you can be ready with Unit 13 at the end. Preeti, it was clearly mentioned that the classes are going to be 6:45 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So I'm telling you the same thing. I'm not going to answer irrelevant questions. The timing of the class is already mentioned. That is what we are going to follow. And if any other day that we are going to change the date of the class, the time is going to be the same. It's not going to be changed. Okay? And night time is the time which is suitable for most of the students, because there are people who are working professional who came after 7 p.m. to attend the class, right? So that is why the time is the night time that we keep our classes. Validity of CSIR NET, JRF for 2 years, LS lectureship lifetime. See, my job here is to first of all explain the topics to you so that you understand the topic. You gain information regarding the topic. You become prepared for the topic. Along with that, time to time, I'll try to motivate. But the most important thing is you yourself. If you yourself don't believe in you, then nobody can make it happen. Again, it's not a magic pill. The day you join this coaching, it's not like I joined this coaching, so I'll qualify. It's not going to happen overnight. You need to believe in yourself. You need to follow every single information, guidance that are provided here. Right? And if I see you are working, then I'll also work with you. Okay? So focus. I'm only asking for 6 months. Give yourself this time frame. Give yourself this 6-month time frame. Do you need lab experience to face the interview even after clearing NET? No. No lab experience is asked. Basically, because it's a theory exam. If you qualified CSIR NET, there will be the interview. In the interview, they might ask questions related to different topics. They can ask you like, which topic do you like? You can tell that this and that topic. They can ask you question from that. And again, depending upon your IQ, depending upon your level of knowledge of the biological sciences, you will be selected. Okay? So these are the prerequisite queries that I solved. Now I'll continue with my purpose of discussion today. That's what I'm going to start now. And I'm going to share this feed. And the moment I'm going to share the feed with you, that case, the frame rate will drop a little bit. So don't think like the video is not going as exactly planned at this moment. There won't be any difficulty understanding, but the frame rate will be a little lag, and that is going to be the case for all the classes later on, because we obviously need to share the screen. Shall I message you personally if you have any doubt? Yes, of course you can do that in the WhatsApp. If you haven't started the preparation, start with Unit 2, because Unit 2 is something that we are going to start in the next week. Okay? Okay. After qualifying CSIR NET, why you are looking for pharma industry? You can only look, so to get into an industry, it's better to get a experience. Even though you are a MSc candidate, even though you are a PhD candidate, if you are not experienced practically, you will be termed as a fresher. And anyone who is only with a MSc degree with 8 or 7 years of experience will be counted as an experienced guy and will be offered more salary. Okay? Stipend after LS, no. So for now on, let me start with the sharing, and we are trying to see. Yes, the answer is yes. If you ask yourself this question, that can you qualify CSIR NET Life Science exam within 6 month preparation? Yes. And if you don't need to believe me, just see the results that our students are getting who joined Shomus Biology coaching for 6 month period of time.
So I'm really thankful for Shomus Biology, and I would suggest everyone to go for it.
A lot of help and support by Suman sir, always remembered in my mind.
The study materials I got helped me to understanding the topic very well, and the test series helped me to covering up the syllabus in a perfect time.
This is
And
all
also-
because of the online test series.
In-depth knowledge what Shomus Biology gave me, I want to thank Shomus Biology. I want to thank each and every member of Shomus Biology for their effort, whatever they are putting on us.
And I am very much happy to choose Shomu sir for my CSIR NET GRF journey.
It really leveled up my preparation. I was confident on the day of exam.
The classes helped me a lot to understand my subject from very basics to advanced level.
So I really thanks Shomo sir and also ma'am for always guiding me.
With proper guidance, roadmap, and the help and training with perfect amount of study material and how to utilize them, the resources, everything together can help you qualify that. I am the person who will help you reach to the pinnacle of your success and your journey for the CSIR NET Life Science examination. If you trust me, if you trust my lectures, then join Shomus Biology online coaching. Registration is going on. The details are there in the description. Fill the form to reach out to us or simply contact the number given in this video.